Sometimes people do things they do not because they are stupid. Sometimes people do things that they do all because you may not understand what they are going through. Before you judge somebody and say, I never, and listen, do you know their story? When people come to church and they are dancing when there's no music, before you look down on them, understand that behind the dance, there's a story that you have no understanding about. Do you know what people fought to get to church? Do you know what they handled before they got to church? There are people that if it had not been for the Lord who was on their side, I say if it had not been for the Lord who was on their side, they will not be sitting where they are sitting. You may not know that even their shoes that they are wearing belong to their daughter, and it is one size too little, and so they have to dance their troubles away. You don't know how people manage to pay their rent. You don't know how people manage to handle their car note. You don't know what people have gone through to be legal in this nation. Stop judging people and understand. Never judge anybody until you have walked in their shoes. Is somebody hearing me? The woman had a low job, but she was a woman of faith. When Joshua sent the spies and the spies came, the woman had faith enough to tell them that we have heard of your God and how your God dried up the rivers of the Red Sea and the children of Israel passed like on dry ground. We have heard how one way or the other God dealt with the kings of the Amorites, Sihon and Og, and how he destroyed them. And I understand that the whole nation, our hearts are melted because your God is powerful. And even though I may be a prostitute, I am smart enough to build a covenant with you, knowing that no matter what it is, destruction will come. But when I cut a covenant with you, I shall be exempted. And the day that destruction comes, all the righteous ones will be destroyed, but this prostitute shall be saved because I am smart enough to negotiate for my future. And listen, this woman exhibited the high road of Christian character more than many of us. When I'm sure that she was rejected, nobody liked her, but when she was negotiating, she said that on the day that you come to destroy, please save me, but not just me, my father, my mother, including the people who don't like me. That is Christianity 101. You must learn to love your haters. You must learn to do good to people who wish you evil. Rahab, you are such a woman. That is why it doesn't surprise me that she finds her name there. Is somebody hearing me? And the spies said that tie. Listen, they came and said, where are the spies? And the woman, Rahab said, I haven't seen them. The truth, technically she lied, but that doesn't make her a liar. Many of us, we are so nitpicking, we split hairs, and we are so bad in semantics that little. Listen, even with all that, the Bible says in the book of James and the book of Hebrews that Rahab was a woman of faith. Listen, what God says is faith is faith. I don't care the dynamics. What God knows better than you and I do. And many times we judge people based on something. But let me tell you something. They gave her a scarlet thread, which was pointing to the coming Messiah. That hang this thread on your window. That when destruction comes, just like Moses put the blood of the lamb on their doorstep, that the death angel will see. When we see anything red, we shall pass over. A prostitute was pointing to Jesus Christ. And when destruction came, it was Rahab and everybody who came to the prostitute house, the red light district, who was saved. Which means God can save you anywhere. Somebody is listening to me on live streaming. You are watching me on Facebook. You haven't been to church because you are offended, you are angry, you are mad, and you think God doesn't love you. That is why I'm in that bedroom. That is why I'm in that car. That is why I'm in that hotel. God can save you right where you are. He doesn't need a church building. He can operate anywhere. He can meet you anywhere. You may be lying down with somebody in a prostitute house, but Jesus can come to you and set you free. There's destiny on the inside of you. Don't let anybody cause you to miss heaven because you can only listen. The gate of heaven doesn't have to go through a church. It goes through everywhere because Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, the same today, and forever. And wherever you are, Jesus can take you to heaven. There was a thief at the side of Jesus on the day of crucifixion. He didn't go through baptism. He didn't go through salvation prayer. All he said is that, Lord, remember me. And that day Jesus said, today you shall be with me in paradise. I thank God that you are not God, and I thank God that I am not God. It's only him that does it. The Bible says that he sits upon the circle of the earth and he does that which pleases him. That is God.